boys better remember who y'all talking to. It's gonna cost you like a...
Back in Week 7, the Cowboys lost their first game against the Commanders. Can Washington do it again? Find out next on EA Sports.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 13 carries, 70 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there. But overall, this season has been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And, Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree, and we hear so often about how the running back position is devalued. But when you have a chance to get one of the truly best, top of his game, you go out and get him.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 70. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Micah Parsons. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That's out wide here for Robinson. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep the lead at 8.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent.
And this is caught. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. quarter down, 8-0 the score. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. These two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st down, Ballard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Well, we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Now it's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Montez Sweat. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. And now we're going to get a stoppage. Remember, the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced incompletion on first down.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Here's Jackson to throw. Touchdown! De'Ami Brown from 4 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before.
Ready?
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Denzel Perryman with a sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Jackson now off the bootleg. This is caught. And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away from taking the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel? Or was that analytics that came into play there, deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Levin on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And he's going to use his legs here.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. Chubb, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense, and that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He's got room to roam.
And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Recovered by Dallas.
They begin this drive with Chubb.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This offense has gone for it 5 times already. They're now going to go for a 6th fourth down try. They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. The guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
5 yards on the play.
The Cowboys on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, ready? Ready? Set up!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go! Hey! Check! Reload! Bronco switch!
Up the middle they go. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And here's a big one now, trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Steps away. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Ready, break! Here we go, check!
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Chop alert!
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Jackson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now Jackson.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now first and goal. They'll run with Robinson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage on it. Away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Micah Parsons in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
They run it again with Chubb.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talk so much.